Okay, so part of the writing process, which is in the pre-writing phase, is outlining your writing. And outlining is very helpful because the more thinking and care you put into your outline, the easier it will be to draft, especially if you write sentences in your outline. The other thing is some of the classes that you'll take, your professors might ask you to outline reading, and they're going to expect you to be able to follow the formal outline process. So a couple of things to keep in mind other than using full sentences is that the lettering and indenting is essential for showing the relationships between the ideas in the paragraphs. So here we are with our Okay, so today we're going to start talking about how to write a formal outline. Formal outlining is important for two reasons. One is that in your other classes you might be asked to outline a reading, and the professor is going to expect you to be able to write a formal outline. But more importantly, if you spend a lot of time planning and thinking and outlining your essay before you start drafting, then the drafting becomes a lot easier because you just follow the outline and you have your sentences and your ideas all already thought out and done. You just have to make your sentences flow, add the transitions if they're not in your outline, and then check your work. So let's look at what a formal outline looks like. So here's the format. You use very specific numbering, lettering, and indenting, and it can look like this. So you use Roman numerals to indicate topic sentences. One thing to remember is the thesis statement never gets any kind of identifier. You don't need a number, you don't need a letter, you just have to write the complete sentence. So Roman numerals are for topic sentences, letters, capital letters are for major details, and then you use your regular numbers for the minor details. And you always have to indent depending on the level of specificity that you're working on. So if you look here, the red gets a Roman numeral 1 and topic sentence. Then my major supports are in green, and you can see that I have 3 major supports right here, and when you outline you don't even need to call them major supports. And then here you get your minor details in the purple, and they get regular numbers. So I have 3 major supports, A, B, and C, and I've got my numbers 1, 2, 3 for my minor details. And so an example would look like this. If my thesis is taking a summer English class can be challenging, then my body paragraphs have to explain that. So I might have one body paragraph that says students need to have a lot of time to put into the coursework. Okay, well, what do you mean by that? My major supports are the classes meet for many hours. That helps support needing a lot of time. There's a lot of homework every day, again, connects to a lot of time. And students need to take time to take care of other responsibilities, which also goes into this idea of time. And then I explain each one of these major supports. So when I say that the classes meet for many hours, I give the very specific details of when they meet and what time they meet and how many hours a week it is. And if you notice, every single one of these is a complete sentence. Students often mess themselves up when they just write like a couple of words and not a full sentence. Here's my second one. There's a lot of homework every day. Well, what does that mean? Well, I explain the college policy, about 2 hours for every class hour. And then if you want to earn a better grade, then you're going to have to put more hours than that in. And then you have to be able to schedule enough hours each day to prepare for the classes. My final major support about other responsibilities is where I get specific about what those other responsibilities might be. So many students have jobs, so that's going to take up time. Or you also might have family responsibilities. People also have to eat and sleep and travel and so on and so forth. So if you do something like this for every one of your body paragraphs, when it comes to drafting and writing, you just make it flow. Add some transitions, put the sentences together, and you'll end up with a beautifully developed paragraph. Thanks for listening to my video.